Hey everybody, welcome back to the Music Bleachers. Joining me on the Bleachers today, we have good old friend Harry Griffith. How are you, Harry?
Oh, I'm doing bloody great at the moment, not gonna lie. It's been a pleasure to be on the podcast. Long time listener.
Oh, amazing. We love that, even if it is a lie. Welcome. Been talking about having you on for a while
Yeah, yeah.
with
For this one specific album in
this
general.
one
Yeah.
specific album. Exactly. So today we're talking about Plastic Hearts by Miley Cyrus, her new album, which is a rock, synth pop, glam rock album.
And what an album it is though. Like I don't care
What an
what the
album it is.
genre is, it's bloody great.
It's very good. So this is a new step for Miley. Usually she's doing, a lot of pop type stuff. Last album was very country based and slightly poorly received. This one shifted to rock. A great idea, great move. Gonna make a lot of money out of this.
Oh, 100%. She's already made Dosh off this. It's just amazing. I love this new album.
Just so much. So yeah, it's I don't know. I feel like this was what she's always meant to be, like meant to have done, and just hasn't had it marketed towards her really, because like she's got the raspy voice for it.
Yeah, yeah, you're 100% right. And she's had the training there as well. I mean, like what? She's got Dolly Parton as was it? Like a godmother?
Godmother, yeah, I think it must be
Something like
Godmother.
that. That's amazing to have like such an influential like singer just be your vocal guidance, the whole way.
Exactly. Yeah. All I know is that Dolly Parton was Hannah Montana's aunt. That's all I know.
That's all you know, right? Right.
That's all I
Well, I'm
know.
just going off by what I've heard as well. So,
I think first, before we talk about the album itself, I'd like to quickly mention the album artwork, which is just fucking phenomenal. This is it. We've spoken before about the mullet, how that was a
uh,
great choice.
in my notes, I haven't even like named the album in my notes, right? I've just called it Mullet just because that's how much influence it has over me for some reason. It's just amazing.
I have mullet written with the heart eyes. It's,
Yeah.
it's just so good. I mean,
Oh,
like
it's a whole
just posed, ready to go. The pink filter as well just really adds to it. I'm a
yeah.
big fan.
Yeah, it's a beautiful cover, and I do like it a lot.
Amazing. All right, you ready to get stuck into it?
Oh, I'm so ready, Cal.
Amazing. All right, so we'll start off at the top. Track number one. What the fuck do I know?
Look, I don't really have much to say on this like first quarter of the album. I said, oh, it's like it's something solid to start off with, but nothing hugely special.
Yeah, I think it's a good opener. It kind of gives us as listeners like kind of insight into what the album is about,
Mm,
specifically the rock
yep,
element of the song.
definitely.
Um, Also, I don't know. I'd only picked it up this listen before we recorded this.
Not even a true fan. Jesus, right, right,
No,
right,
no,
right,
no,
right.
no, no. So I listened to it a few times. The chords sound really similar to "Genius" by Jet.
Yeah, oh, I haven't really heard that one, but I do like it, but I think it is the weakest of all the songs on the track. I love the other ones, but this has to be just.
Whoa!
I'm sorry, I'm starting off strong here. All right,
No,
mind
that's
you,
fair.
yeah, mind you, I don't have any experience with music ever, so take my like opinion with a grain of salt always. But
No,
it
that's
is
all right.
it is my weakest in the album for me.
Fair enough. I mean, it's not by any means. I think it's very much a mid to low tier song.
Yeah, yeah,
I've listened to it maybe three times.
yeah, and that's all you need. You don't need to listen to it anymore.
That was enough. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like it's fine. It's a good song. I think it's an alright opener, but I think the next song should have been the opener for the album.
Oh yeah, definitely. You're 100%
Yeah,
right.
cool. All right. So, anything else to say about what the fuck do I know, or
Nah,
is it
that's
just a
it.
bit
No, that's bare minimum on that track. That's it.
of a? All right. Moving on to track number two, we have "Plastic Hearts," which is the title track of the album.
Yeah, and it's bloody amazing. I do like this one. I've written down the guitar riffs are fucking nice, and
They
that's
are very
all in
good.
capital letters. I love it.
The guitar solo near the bridge is
Ooh,
amazing.
mm,
The
mm.
bongos at the start, what? Bongos in rock? I mean, I hadn't heard that before. I'm a
Yeah,
big fan of it.
yeah. It's definitely a great track. It made me smile, but then like I started listening to the lyrics a little bit more, and it made me sad.
Yeah, that
A little
happens
bit
with
too
a lot of
sad
these
for it,
songs.
and I had to move on because it was just making me too sad. So
That's what I like a lot about this album being because I feel like because I know you're a Doji boy as well, so
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sad boy at heart. I like how this album, whilst very rock heavy, still has like those gut punching lyrics where you're kind of like, oh,
yeah,
should I be
like
popping to this or
legit,
crying?
legit. Sometimes it's like yes, vibe to it, and then 3 seconds later, it's just like a straight roundhouse kick in the guts. It really does hurt,
Yeah,
but in a good way, you know.
in a good way for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Plastic Hearts, great. You know, get up, have a bop around.
Oh.
I love the mention of California Dreamin' in the
Mm,
song
mhm,
chorus. Not
mhm.
the mamas and the papas. We love that.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, overall, pretty good time, pretty solid, and it definitely should have been the opening track on the album.
Yeah, it would have given me a much better experience going into the album if that was the first one. You are right.
Yeah, and the opening lyrics are "Hello," so like that works as well.
Oh, you're all over this, Cal. You've done a lot of research in this. I love it. I love this.
Shucks. Why, thank you. But yeah, no, I'm a big fan of this. I don't want to go into. We'll be doing like a top five tracks for this album as well. I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to be going too far into this, but for me, Plastic Hearts honorable mention.
Me personally, I wouldn't have gone that far, but if it's your opinion, all right. So,
I said honorable mention. That's not in the
oh,
top
okay,
five.
yeah,
It's just
right,
out.
okay,
Yeah,
right, okay, right,
yeah.
right.
Right. Track number three, Angels Like You. I'll
Oh,
let you go first for this.
beautiful. Like it reminds me kind of the old Miley, like just like in that period from, almost Disney transferring out of it. Like it's,
Yeah.
I can't explain it, but she absolutely belts it, and it's just, and obviously it's a breakup song, and she belts it.
Oh, absolutely.
I
And she did so
loved it.
well.
It was so much fun listening to this because
Yeah,
I am a sad boy, like you said before.
absolutely. It's a big yes. Like it's just I don't know if you've done this yet, but I absolutely have. Was driving down the highway the other night and it was just belting this out. And it
Really,
was
no,
hitting hard. It was good.
I'm gonna have to try it now. Like you've put the idea in my head, and it sounds brilliant, and I love it. So I'm gonna have to try that
Yeah,
tonight. Catch me doing it's what
absolutely.
1:30 at night, crying on the highway. All right, if you see someone
It's so
swerving the
good.
road, it's
You
probably me.
do end up speeding though, so watch out for that because you're
I
too
mean,
involved in the song.
so a win-win. So you get there faster and you cry.
Exactly
Like,
right. Yeah, and I just love how Miley was like, "Hey, here's a rock album," and then two tracks in, she's like, "Stop, time for a cry."
yeah, legit. Yeah, and I found it more. I don't know. This is just how I listen to it. It sounded more country to me than rock. That's all I have to say to it.
It was kind of like,
It was a lot
yeah,
slower.
I get what you
Yeah,
mean. Yeah,
yeah,
it's like soft rock.
yeah. It wasn't what I was expecting going into the
Oh,
track
absolutely
personally,
not.
but
No,
it was still a good song. I do rate it.
I do love that it's just very clearly about Liam Hemsworth and the split
Oh,
as well.
yeah, very, very clearly. Yeah,
But that's all right. You know, you do you, girl.
yeah,
But
good.
yeah, massive fan. I love this song so much. Angels Like You.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful song, and a great name. Like
Oh,
it,
such a good name. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just amazing. I do like it. Um, yeah. Moving. What about this next song though? What do you reckon about
Okay. Now,
Prisoner?
I have some thoughts. Track number four, Prisoner, featuring Dua Lipa or Dua Peep. Um, this is a made for radio single, and I'm not happy that it's on the album.
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna have to agree with you here. It's probably one of my least favorite songs on the track.
I think it
Um,
is my least favorite.
I said like Dua Lipa is always a bonus on like next to it in my notes, but then I
Oh, for
said
sure.
Dua's parts are average, but Miley's are fantastic. Like I was just listening
Oh,
to it,
okay.
and
Right.
every time Miley sung, it was bloody amazing. Like she had like all her MOs, but then Dua Lipa would come on, and she just sounded so flat and just boring compared to Miley.
Yeah, okay. That's interesting you say that because I just watched a video the other day that was basically explaining how Dua Lipa shines on this track and Miley doesn't because they've tried to mix Miley's glam rock era with Dua's disco era, and it just doesn't
Mm,
work for Miley.
right.
Um, but yeah, no, so it's interesting you say that. I personally just think they're both fine. Like neither of them are bad or
Yeah.
have bad parts of this. I think that just the
Yeah.
production of the song is just way too basic.
Yeah. You might be
I'm
right
not
on
here
that.
for it.
Yeah. It is very just like here's a radio song, and that's it. Like there's nothing behind it or passion behind it, which every other song in this album has from Miley. It has at least a tiny little bit of passion behind it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just feel like it's such a letdown having that on this album when literally every other song is just so much more professional and just I don't know. It's kind of like not none of it's basic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just I don't know how to explain it. It's just Dua Lipa just didn't really do it for me in this track. I don't know.
And that's a first. She normally always does it.
She always does it for me, Cal. Always.
Always. All right. Well, I think we've spent enough time on that
On
average
Dua
song.
Lipa, we can go back and just talk about Dua Lipa if you want, but we might just
After
move on.
I think it's the best. Track number 5. Give me what I want.
Well, do you want to go first on this one, or would you want me to go first? Because we'll
I
spend 30
can.
minutes talking about this track individually if I had to.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is I think what first disagreement. I've said it's a good time, but it's kind of mid tier.
Right. Well, we're gonna have a big disagreement then, Cal.
Oh no.
Yeah. I reckon this was just the shit. I wrote in my notes if it said if I was still a hoe, I think this would be the song I'd be playing to as I was driving to their house.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. That lines up.
I just loved all the lyrics to it. It was fantastic. I fuck with it 100%. Sorry, language, but
Ah,
that's
it's
just
fine.
how much it's just amazing. I got a couple of lines that stood out to me.
Go on.
Was pleasure leads to pain.
I
Uh,
loved that one.
to me,
To
they're
me, they're
both
both
the
the
same.
same. Oh.
Sweat dripping down on the floor, bite marks like an animal. You might be insane, but maybe we are the same. Oh,
We love that's some writing right there.
fuck.
Is it difficult writing? No, but it's just it works so well
It,
for it.
it just works. It just worked really well, and it was not the lyrics I was expecting to come out of Miley Cyrus. And in this
Absolutely
album,
not.
especially, I was like, "Oof,
Oh yeah.
okay."
I feel like to me it'll be a song I'm gonna really rally behind in a few months. I
Yeah,
think it's one of those like ones I got to keep listening to, but then one day it'll just be like, this is my favorite on the
it's just
album.
yeah, it's a bad bitch song,
Oh,
Like
absolutely.
yeah, like if you want to have a good time, that's the song to play.
Yes and no.
Oh, okay. What do you reckon? Why no?
I think. Well, I mean, we're clearly talking about different good times, but
Yeah, obviously.
if I'm wanting a bopping good time, it's this is not the song.
That's
This
not the
is,
song.
you
Not
know,
the song for a bop. That's what I gotta
no.
say.
But yeah, I think it's a good song. I just think personally it's kind of mid tier because I have at least 5 or 6 songs I prefer
Over that, like what?
over
Horse?
Give Me What I Want.
Yeah, fair enough.
Ooh. um, do you have anything else to say about it before we move on?
Nah, that's all I gotta say for the moment.
Amazing.
Yep.
Okay, track number 6, Night Crawling featuring Billy Idol.
Not much to say on it, to be honest with you.
What? Are you
Yeah, yeah. Look,
serious?
no, I wasn't really feeling it. Like, it's on my
Oh,
100%. It's on my gym playlist, and I pump it full blast like the whole time. But other than that, it's just all. That's all I've got on it. Like, it's a great song to pump. That's it.
I am shocked by
All right,
this.
all right. If you can
Shocked.
convince me what is a good song, I'll go with you on this one. All right, but you got to convince
Okay,
me.
close your eyes,
All
painting a
right,
picture.
all right.
All right. The hook at the start where it's like dun 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 dun
Mhm, mhm.
dun 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 dun, and it gets you in literally this first second. It's a great fit for the album. It's full on rock. It's where she's at her most raspy, maybe not as most vulnerable, but it's just in there. She's got
Definitely
Billy
right.
Idol, which is an excellent feature
Yeah,
for the
100%.
album. But this song, they partner so well, and I just feel like it's a full audio performance.
Okay. I can see, yeah, right. You've convinced me. I can see why you in general would like this track in particular because you love the raspy Miley. Like
I
you,
do,
you rate her so much, but it's not
absolutely.
necessarily my favorite thing about her is the raspiness. It's how she belts every fucking thing she does, and in
Have
that
you
song,
heard the chorus? She belts the
she
chorus.
belts
What are
the
you on about?
chorus. But then that's why it's on my gym playlist because it's only the chorus. So you like build up and then pump as the chorus hits, and then as soon as the chorus ends, you just sit there again. You're like, all right, now just wait till the next fucking chorus again.
Shocked, but okay, fair enough.
Shocked and appalled. Yeah.
Shocked and appalled. That's fine. It's just literally like I've just been blasting this shit. It's great for the shower. It's great for the gym. It's great for the car. It's great for have a boog. I got home from work drinks the other night. Was having a bit of a boog for this.
Yeah, yeah.
Amazing. Big
Right.
fan.
Well, look, maybe I just haven't played enough. Maybe I'll catch on to it eventually. Like you said about my "Give Me What I Want." You said, "Oh, I
Yeah,
might
this
be
is true.
jamming to this a month away. I might be jamming to this a month away." You know?
Yeah, but also you are allowed to not like it or not be your favorite. That's also a valid opinion. So don't.
Well, I don't like it at the moment. Then.
Fair enough. All right, moving on to track number seven, Midnight Sky. This was the first single released, released on the 14th of August.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I said. I recognized the song. I didn't really do the research like you may have done. I said early release question mark. But yeah,
Correct.
yeah. So this was one of her first singles you said that was released for
Yeah,
the album. Yeah, right.
exactly. Love it. Such a vibe. Super
Ah,
catchy.
yeah. It is better than the one better than the remixed one, which was Edge of the Midnight.
Yeah,
And yeah, I feel like this one did so much more for me than the remixed one.
yeah. We'll get to the remix later.
Yeah, yeah.
I think this was a very smart choice of a first single.
Mhm. Mhm.
I think it really encapsulates the entire vibe of the album, and I suppose really the change um, time period for Miley because what the last album was country based.
Yep.
EP from last year was part of a cancelled EP trilogy,
Mhm.
and that was very much kind of like a moody, slow vibe.
Yeah.
And I think this really just brought everyone's attention because you saw the mullet and
Ooh.
the
Yeah,
in the
it really did.
concept art and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah, it was a great. I'm gonna say advertising track for the album, like you said. It was just,
Couldn't agree more. Yeah,
it was just the look, the singing, and how she belts it the whole way through. It just changed everybody's mind because everyone, I feel, was still thinking that Miley Cyrus was Wrecking Ball, if that makes sense. And she's
I've had
gone.
yeah, yeah.
When I say Miley Cyrus at work, everyone goes, "Oh, the Wrecking Ball girl." I go, "No, no."
I've had a lot of conversations recently with people about society's neglect of Miley Cyrus and
Oh,
how society let us as children, because what we were like maybe 14 or something
yeah,
when
yep.
no, when was Can't Be Tamed? That was
Oh.
I'll be looking this up
Man,
quickly.
you are testing my like memory here. All right, look it up. What does it
All
say,
right,
Cal?
Miley, here you go, 2010. So we were 12 when
Oof,
Can't Be Tamed came out, and
oof.
everyone was like, "Miley, what is going on? This isn't allowed."
Yeah, yeah.
Because
This isn't
she
Hannah
was still
Montana.
like
What is this? Yeah.
exactly, she was still like the Disney girl at the time,
Mhm.
and then Wrecking Ball came out 2013. So we were oh, it might have been before. So it was like we were 14, 15 when that came out, and that's when everyone was like, "No, slut,
No, yeah. Stop that. No,
stop that now,
bad.
no, please,
And
anything for the children."
I feel like a couple of other songs in this track do refer to that specific time as well, and I do feel
Yeah,
bad for her.
absolutely. I
Um,
personally blame Robin Thicke, but
Oh,
that's just
100%.
me.
Yeah, I reckon that everyone knows the film clip. They've seen the clip, and it's Miley twerking on Robin Thicke,
Not
right?
allowed. I
Not
think that's
allowed.
what did it. That was worse than the actual Wrecking Ball incident.
Yeah,
I think.
100%. But I reckon Robin Thicke probably said, "Oh, yeah, it'd be really good for you if you came up and twerked on me." And then he was like, "All right," took a step back after that and let all the blame go on Miley. Like
For sure. Yeah.
it was just, yeah. I reckon Miley got really abused there, and
She got real stooged over.
yeah,
And
she
like,
did.
'cause, yeah, if you talk to anyone, they're always like, "Oh yeah, Miley went crazy," or "Miley did this," and "Miley did that."
Hmm.
And I was like, "No, no."
Oh my
Miley
God,
tried
she
to
saved her
advance her
head.
career,
Yeah,
and then she got slightly used, or not tricked or anything, but like, it
yeah.
didn't go how it should have.
Yeah, you're 100% right.
And that sucks for her because
Yeah,
she's really, really talented.
yeah,
I think finally she's found her niche and she's getting back to where she wants to be.
yeah, yeah, I agree with you. And she's making music that she likes as well. Like,
Absolutely.
it's not something that producers are being like, hey, this is really catchy at the moment, which was what Wrecking Ball was. It was a pop song. It was catchy for the moment. But I
Yeah, for
don't
sure.
feel it was really Miley in her heart, if that makes sense.
No, I 100% agree with you. And like, I know how artists have different time periods where, like, if you look at Taylor Swift, she had 1989 Reputation,
Mm.
Lover, and then
Hmm.
Folklore, and how they're all different. But I feel Miley was getting like put in a box and just labeled by all these
Yeah.
producers.
Yeah, 100%.
And and that's why she went back to her roots with the country album a few years ago, and that just wasn't put together very well.
It wasn't produced and it wasn't advertised correctly for what was going on at the time, especially. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I wasn't surprised that that didn't perform overly well for Miley, but
Yeah,
it
because if
wasn't.
you look at the songs that were successful from that album, it was Malibu, which was a certified bop,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
Younger Now, and then
Mm.
literally that was it.
Yep. That it was just not put together well. That's
No, not at all. But we're glad she's found a niche,
yeah.
doing what she likes,
Back on
producing
track. I
quality
love
music.
it. I love it. And I can't, and I'm just obsessed with it now. So,
Exactly. Good girl, Miley. Good girl.
right.
All
So,
right.
where were we? I've actually lost track.
Back onto track number 8, which is High.
Oh yeah, right. This is a good song. I do
It's
like it.
good. It's very good.
Um,
Miley's back here making people sad again.
yeah, but picture this. This is what this was going through my head at the time. It sounds like one of those songs where it's like played in the credits at the end of a movie, or like when like the movie's just finished and then they start doing like the flash forwards on what the people have done in the future, like in a high school
Yeah.
movie. Like
Okay.
Jamal went on to play ultimate frisbee internationally or something like that, and that's the song that plays over it as they go
That
through
sounds
all of
like
them.
a quote. Yeah, yeah. No, I get that actually. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
What else do you reckon about this?
Um, I kind of like that it's a slower song,
Definitely, definitely.
and it breaks up the album without feeling like the rock power she's previously shown has like it doesn't cut it off. It just kind of like mellows it down a couple
Yep,
steps.
yep. I said the same thing in my notes, but it was a lot simpler. I said it's sad face. So
Yeah. No, I think it's really good. Again, mid tier purely because there's just so many great songs on this album.
oh, yep,
Um, but yeah, no, I think I enjoyed it.
it was a good song. I did enjoy this
It
one,
was.
and that's all I have to say about it. To be honest with you, it's a good song. I enjoyed
Yeah, that's all I got. Good time. Good time.
it.
Track number 9, we have "Hate Me."
Yet another breakup song. I love it. It's great.
Yes, we love. This is a big vibey song. I'm a
It
massive.
is. It is, and I loved it. Yeah, I've put in my notes. It's more of like an aftermath of like a breakup, but the happy aftermath of the breakup, like you've realized that you have to love yourself again, and then everything
Exactly.
else that comes in with it. I do like this one a lot.
It's just got. I don't know. The chorus is kind of like big fan. I don't like. I can't explain it. It's just a good time.
It is,
Um,
yeah. You can't explain some of these songs from Miley. It's just
Legit.
you
Yeah.
listen to them, you go, "That's the mood I'm feeling," and then you shouldn't need to explain yourself with Miley.
For sure, exactly. And I just love that, like, this is going to be, for anyone listening that hasn't heard the song, the line that I really love is maybe that way you won't hate me,
Mm-hmm.
which doesn't make, it's not like a powerful line or anything, but
Mm.
I just love how she, like, pumps through the end of the chorus with that
Yeah,
after
it's
being
good.
like, if I died, maybe for that one day you'd be sad and you wouldn't hate me for
Yeah,
everything that I did to you. And I was like, oh,
it,
that's
it's
quite
it
a lot, Miley.
it's a lot, but like it's enough.
It's just the right amount of like oomph for you to be
Yeah.
like, oh, cool, but also like, yeah, get high,
Yeah,
woo.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but like, I mean, I like it. It's a good song.
Yeah, yeah. Look, all the songs on this track on this album are amazing. Like, are good songs, but
Yeah,
there's just better ones on the track as well.
exactly. And I think we'll come back to what I often talk about on these episodes is they're great songs on the album, but are they good enough to make a playlist?
Yeah, you're 100%
Is
right.
this good enough to make a playlist?
Yeah,
Potentially, I think it is.
yeah,
It would be like it wouldn't be like a bulk playlist. It would be like a specific
yeah. A
kind of
specific
theme.
mood at a specific time, and
Exactly.
then you'd put this one on. You know, it's not like you chuck it on in the car because some people in the back seat are gonna be like, "What is he listening to? Is he okay?"
Exactly. The answer is no.
The answer is
But
always
like,
no. Like,
oh, it's never yes, ever. It's not like Midnight Sky where I think you could put that on quite a few different playlists. Like
oh
that's
yeah,
just a good time. You could put
yeah,
that on a summer playlist. You
yeah,
could put that on like slightly like and a kind of like vibey, moody playlist
Yeah,
that's still like upbeat, you know.
yeah, 100%.
But Hate Me, good song. I will give it one playlist out of possible lots.
Look, I'm gonna probably give it about three playlists out of possible lots as well.
That's good. We like
Just
that.
just because it it just hits my spot, you know? It hits
Yeah,
that spot and I'm just like, yes, give it to me more. Like
gimme. All right, moving on to track number 10, Bad Karma featuring Joan Jett.
mm, now this is
I will let you go first.
I like this one, not gonna lie. It's an
Good.
unapologetic vibe from Miley the whole time. She's just like, you know what? This is what this is what I am. You have to deal with me. You either love me or you hate me. That's it. And I love it. It's great.
Yeah, I think it's another one of those where like I can't tell you what it is about this song that I like, but I am in love with this song. I think
Ah,
it's just so mellow and just like with Joan Jett going like in
yeah,
the
yeah,
background,
yeah,
like a real good moment right there.
yeah,
Having Joan Jett on this song is just like she. That's how you know Miley is just like such a big name. She got Joan Jett on this song.
yeah. Legit.
Thank you.
She could work with anybody. You know, she's she's such an influence on not I'm not gonna say pop culture, but just of culture of recent. It's amazing. Like the
Legit,
whole yeah, even like the whole Robin Thicke incident. She's cemented herself as a part of our culture these days. Wow.
yeah. Like that's in textbooks for some classes.
Yeah,
Apparently,
yeah,
peanut
I'm sure for
butter.
like yeah, media classes probably and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What not to do to improve your image.
I just love how, yeah, as you said, like she's such a massive part of pop culture. Like we've grown up with like Hannah Montana, then we
Yeah,
had the Wrecking Ball saga, and now we're on to like mature, like awesome, like production quality Miley, and
yeah,
that's great. I love
yeah.
it.
It's a three-part series. I can't wait for part
It
four. Not
really
gonna
is.
lie.
And speaking of Hannah Montana, I think there's a little reference in the song where she says, bad karma when you live a double life." Hannah Montana? Yes,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
absolutely.
I heard that one as well. I was like, yeah, Hannah Montana.
Exactly. And, you know, we love a little cheeky reference that only losers like us would find and be like, oh my
Hey,
God.
we're pretty cool guys. Okay, so
Yeah, tell the listeners we are the
yeah,
coolest.
the coolest. We have a podcast. If you guys didn't realize already, so.
We.
All right,
No,
well, you do. I'm on it. I made it, guys.
you made it. That's impressive. We're a finite group on this podcast. But yeah, overall, I love this song. I think it's great. It's just so mellow, I think is the correct word for it. But it's still got that essence of rock, especially with the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Big fan.
And everybody needs a bit of bad karma, you know?
Absolutely. Everyone needs a bit of Joan Jett, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, 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 that's what it is.
Maybe it's that. It's just Joan Jett. Like just seeing the name written down, I'm like, yeah, I love this.
Yeah, I like
This
it
is
already.
great.
Yep. Don't even need to listen to
Like,
it.
like I know when they released the track list, that was I first saw Dua Lipa, and I was like, oof, this could be
Oof.
good.
Yeah.
We were wrong.
Yeah,
Then I saw
obviously.
Joan Jett, and I was like, yes, this will be a good song. I guarantee it. It's also absolutely not the type of song I thought it would be,
Yeah.
but I'm a big fan. Big fan.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a big fan as well. I do like that one. Right.
Okay.
Moving
Moving
on to
on
the
to
next one.
track 11, which is Never Be Me, the emotional powerhouse of the album.
Again, it's an honest and unapologetic. And that's what I rate about this whole album. She's always honest with listener and she doesn't say sorry about it either.
Oh, for sure. And like she's literally just going through and she's like, yeah, I'm not this, I'm not this, I'm not this. I'm not as good as I need to be for you.
Mm-hmm. I feel
Rip.
like that there is a reference to the Wrecking Ball saga,
Oh,
personally.
absolutely.
I've
Yeah.
got one line I said, if you're looking for stable, that ain't me. Like, no one's ever going to be 100% stable always. You know, you need
Exactly.
to find that person that's going to support you. And obviously, she just hasn't found that person yet.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And I love how yeah, first of all, she said that if you're looking for stable, that'll never be me. If you're looking for faithful, that'll never be me. But then in the last chorus, she goes, I hope that I'm able to be all that you need. And I was like, oh, look at
Mm.
that.
Mm.
She's like
She does.
focusing on the positives and she's like, let me be this for you.
Yeah, she does her songwriting so well, and I feel like it's been underappreciated for so long, and then this
Oh, for
album
sure.
finally comes out, and it's just like if you listen to the lyrics and like even if you just research lyrics and listen along with them, they're bloody amazing.
Couldn't agree more. I do worry though that we are simping a bit too hard for
Ah,
Mullet
no,
Miley.
no, I'll fucking simp for bloody mullet Miley every day of the week.
And that's allowed. That's allowed.
It is allowed. Like I bring it up at work, and everyone's like, "Yes, it is." Yeah, it's like their wet dreams at the moment. Everyone's got that one dream, and it's mullet Miley. That's all
It's
I'm
always
saying.
Mullet Miley. All right, moving on before we
Yeah.
get
All right.
taken.
Moving on for wet dreams. Yeah. All right. Anyways.
All right, so the last track on the album prior to the online bonus tracks is track number 12, Golden G String. You can let me
Just a
know your
great song
thoughts.
name. I had that. That was the first thing I said. That was just a great song name for Golden G String. Love it.
Got my attention because
Yeah,
I was
definitely.
like, what is this about?
Yeah, it was completely different to what I was expecting. What else do I have down here? Primal Sex, then Primal Shame. It just hit me like right in the feels. That's like one of the lines within the song. It's just
Yeah,
it like I don't know how to explain it. It's like referring to like the natural state of like sex, kind of, because it is primal. And then now these days, a lot of people are shamed for doing things, especially if they're in the public eye. You know what I mean?
yeah. Because this is again, public eye has been something she's been battling with for what
Yeah.
her whole life,
Her
pretty much.
whole life. Yeah. She's never not been in the spotlight, pretty much.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is one of those. I think I've only listened to this song fully like twice.
Mm.
So it's a bit of it's a good song, but again, it's mid tier for me just because I need to listen a few more times.
Yeah.
Because I was worried it was almost a filler song the first time I heard it.
Yeah. Well,
I don't
it
know if I
may,
agree with that anymore, but
yeah. I feel like it's a statement piece. So it may not agree with the rest of the album, but it's saying about all that poor like news imagery of her and all that kind of stuff, and it's crossed with like a beautiful melody,
yeah,
and like certain parts in it are just completely instrumental, and I just reckon that's absolutely amazing to finish the album on, if it's not the digital one. And I just feel like it's just a perfect blend. Just you've done all these other ones about saying, "Oh, I don't give a shit about what you think about me," and then this one is just saying, "Look, I've always been the limelight."
yeah. I don't know. I agree with that, like completely, but I also think maybe this could have been a single that wasn't on the album.
Mm,
Like this could have been maybe like a lead up piece, or like a couple weeks before a couple months before the album, or maybe a couple months after.
yeah, yep.
Because I would have also been happy if the album ended with "Never Be Me," because I feel like either could really end the album.
Oh, Never Be Me is a really big piece though. Why would you end the album with Never Be Me? You know,
Adele
you
ended
were saying
21 with
it,
someone like you.
yeah, but like you were saying, it's got all these like big statements in it, and then what? She's just got cut off the album there.
Yeah, no, I suppose you're right. Maybe I just need to listen to it a few more times.
Well, that's just the flow of the album that I feel for me is that
Yeah,
it should not finish off with something hard hitting like Never Be Me. It should finish off with something that's a little bit more like how you going, if that makes sense.
yeah, yeah. No, I know what you mean.
But other
Yeah,
than that, you're 100% right. It could be just a single song off the album, wouldn't even matter. But it needed to be on this album in particular just to level it all out.
yeah, I do agree with you saying that it's like a very relaxed statement piece, just saying. Yeah, actually, you know what? No, I do think it is good, like kind of like an epilogue to the
Mm.
album, kind
Hmm.
of. Yeah, okay. No, yeah, all right,
I've
cool.
convinced you of that. But look at
Mm.
that.
But I will be going back to listen to it just to make sure.
Oh, go for it, man. And then
Yeah.
to cut that bit out if it doesn't work.
Oh, we'll leave it in. It's fine. Um, all right, so that is the album Plastic Hearts, which is available for purchase everywhere. JB Hi-Fi,
On
EBC,
every website, on every
every website.
yep streaming
Um,
service.
the vinyl I will be pre-ordering because it is that just such a good album.
Mm.
Um,
Hmm.
online, however, does come with three bonus tracks, which we will cover now as well. Um, So the first up we have track 13, which is Edge of Midnight featuring Stevie Nicks. It is a mix up of Midnight Sky and Edge of 17 by Stevie Nicks. I actually quite like this mashup. I think
Yeah,
it's
it's a
quite
good
good.
mashup for sure, but I do like the Midnight Sky better. But this one in particular is the one that's taken off, has it not? It's got all the radios playing it and all that kind of stuff,
Yeah,
is
for
it not?
sure.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I feel like. I've heard this song more than the other one.
Oh, definitely. Because this was released about, I think it was in the lead up to the album launch.
Mm,
This and the other two covers were released purely because everyone on TikTok was like, Miley,
yes.
you need to release this right
Yeah,
now.
legit, and they all wanted to dance to it and all, yeah, all that kind of shit.
Yeah, and I love that's why I love the power of social media. They've convinced Miley to like because this was just a not so much Edge of Midnight, but the other two songs were just covers on like a live. It wasn't BBC Radio, it was iHeartRadio, and
Yeah,
they did a live
iHeartRadio.
performance.
Yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think the mashup is great. And again, like you said, it is all over the radios now, as opposed to Midnight Sky.
yeah, as it should be because the bridge in this song, this the whole,
Oh, it's good,
oh,
isn't it?
it's just amazing. It's a great song, and I can understand why this one has taken off over the other one.
For sure. And even like, it's not even just a mashup. Like Stevie Nicks is on this song singing
Yeah,
Miley's
yeah.
lyrics,
How
which I
good?
think is incredible.
It's amazing.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a good time. Like, give it a listen. It's a great vibe because it's the songs are very similar. So I'm glad that they did make a remix of them together. I think that was quite a
Yeah,
clever idea.
yeah. Beautiful idea. Yeah, and I just like seeing people enjoying Miley music as much as I do now as well. You know,
Yeah,
just scrolling
absolutely,
through TikTok, everyone's going on it. I'm like, yes, this is great, guys. Keep this up,
absolutely. All right, so we're going to move on to the big boy now. Track number 14, Heart of Glass cover.
which is
So
why everyone.
this was on iHeartRadio when she performed Midnight Sky. Miley also performed Heart of Glass,
Yeah,
and this just took off
it was
massively.
amazing. It was
Because I
just
spoke to you about coming on to just talk about this song.
yeah. I would have just come on and talked about this for like how long are we going for? For almost 40 minutes now.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
would just talk for this song for 40 minutes. It's that good. What the film clip along with it? Ah,
Oh, that
ah,
was it was like raw rock. It was just everything I wanted it to be and more.
yeah,
It was just amazing.
yeah. It produces so much serotonin in my brain. It's just I don't know what it does. It just my brain's like brrr, and it just goes off. I don't know.
I reckon you were the same. Like, I just watched it on repeat for so long.
Yeah,
Like when they
yeah,
had like the minute TikTok thing and it came out from Miley, I was just
yeah.
rewatching it because
Over and
I was like,
over.
because it wasn't released at this point. This was the
Wasn't on
only way you could watch
Spotify.
it was
Yeah,
on YouTube or on TikTok.
yeah.
Um, amazing. She gave Debbie Harry a run for her money.
Oh,
She
she
did so
really did.
well.
Yeah, yeah. She
We won't
literally.
talk about whether it's better than the original or not because
Uh,
that's not a
that's too
conversation I think we should
controversial
have.
for here, all right? That goes on the conspiracy podcast, all right?
Absolutely. Because is it better? Yes. Is the original better? Yeah, obviously.
Obviously, it's a
But like,
big topic.
no, we don't talk about it. Not allowed.
What really struck me with this song is that how when I first heard it, I was like, oh, she's belting the start. Okay, she's really going for it. And then she just didn't stop belting the whole
Yeah,
song. I just blew my mind how she could have such like stamina in her voice just to smash it out like that. It was beautiful.
she did so well, and it was live. It
Yeah,
was live.
and it was still that amazing. Like,
Just shocking.
oh, ah, ah,
Ugh.
ah.
We could literally talk about this for probably 40 minutes. We won't, but we
We
could.
won't.
No, I do not. uh, but yeah, no, and I love that there was so much pressure from primarily TikTok because that's where it was. Because
Yeah,
it was on YouTube, but Miley also posted it there, and everyone was like, "You need to release a rock album, please." And that's why I feel like this album, because she originally had the EP trilogy planned,
yeah.
but that got cancelled, and the breakup, the split between her and Liam Hemsworth plus ISO created
Mm,
this album. We
I
should all
agree with
be
you.
very, very
But
thankful.
she had the other breakup as well, didn't she? With he's an Aussie. What's his name? Cody Simpson, was it?
Cody Simpson, yeah. Was
Yeah.
that? I thought that was prior to Liam, or not?
No, that was after. Yeah, she
Ooh.
like, yeah, she left Liam and then went straight for the next Aussie surfer boy she could find, and that was Cody Simpson.
What a poor, what a downgrade.
Yeah, the biggest
Not
downgrade you
ideal.
can get, and
Yeah,
unless you like really like blonde hair, because Cody Simpson's got that like luscious,
yeah.
like bleach blonde
But
hair.
like, why would you go somewhere where Lindsay Lohan's sister went? Not even Lindsay Lohan, just Lindsay Lohan's sister was dating Cody Simpson for a while.
Yeah, like why are you dating Lindsay Lohan's sister? You know?
Yeah, weird. Anyway, great song, great cover, we love.
Yeah, good, great song, beautiful. Gotta
And
move on
then
though.
we've got to move on. And the
Gotta
last
move on.
track from the bonus tracks is number 15, Zombie, cover by the Cranberries. Yes, she was built to be singing stuff like this.
I loved it. It was so good. And don't take this the wrong way. All right.
I'm worried. You better not be talking about the original in this
No,
sentence.
I'm not talking about the original. I
Okay,
was
okay,
listening
continue. Go
to
on.
Triple J the other day, right? And it
Yeah, yeah.
was what I think it's
Chloe.
CX. Yeah, Chloe. Chloe,
Yeah,
and she did Zombie as well. And that
that
one
was
just
good.
that one just hit me so much more than this one did. Like this one,
Yeah, because
masterpiece.
that was yeah, because Miley's version of Zombie, great,
Mm.
very good.
Mm-hmm.
Chloe's version is full orchestra, and it just starts off so
Ah,
slow, and it just
ah.
builds and builds and builds throughout the entire performance.
Yeah, you're 100% right. And that's why I think I prefer that one better.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I've listened to both probably twice, and I do. They both have their merits, like how Miley deals with the second half of the chorus for Zombie.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's like the riffing and vocal runs
Mm.
she does.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And it's different to the original as well. And
Yeah.
it's different to Chloe's. But Chloe coming in with the whole like the violins and the
Oh,
cellos and everything,
she
and you can't top
smashed this.
that.
Yeah, legit. You just can't beat it.
Yeah,
It just was sincere yet a banger at the same time.
yeah, for sure. Also, I've been watching. I just want to get your take on this. I've been watching a few TikTok album rankings for this album,
Yeah.
and all three bonus tracks are always like the bottom three ranked.
What in the album?
Yeah, how shocking is that?
That shocks me because I thought like Harder Glass is up there for most people. That's the
I
reason
would have
why
thought it was. Yeah.
she made this album because everyone was like Harder Glass is amazing, please. Like,
I mean, she'd already been working on it, but yeah, it
yeah.
was that
But
helped a lot.
it would not have got the traction that it has now without Heart of Glass, because
Oh,
that
definitely.
whole bloody video was just,
That was like free
mwah.
marketing,
Yeah, yeah.
and that definitely helped change public perception, specifically or particularly like between among like her younger audience.
Yeah,
So that was really beneficial for her. But yeah, no, I don't understand why people would place those. I understand that like um, Edge of Midnight would be lower because you've got Midnight Sky,
yeah.
and I understand that you want to put a lot of Miley's actual songs
Mm,
above covers.
yeah,
But then
yeah.
you've got songs like Prisoner, which is always like number 3 or 4, and I'm like, no, that is literally
No,
not it.
yeah.
No,
No, I don't agree
number
with that one.
15.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so it'd be a
That's
great time.
no.
Good.
I feel like the only reason they've put Prisoner up there is because it says Dua Lipa, and everyone's like, oh, it's Dua Lipa, it's fucking good, you know?
Yeah, but it's literal like top 40 garbage.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
I didn't want to have to say it, but I did.
Oh, he doesn't listen to top 40 stuff, guys. He's indie
No,
boy.
I do. I just can identify it very quickly. Yeah, so that is Plastic Hearts by Miley Cyrus. The new album came out a couple, what, 2 weeks ago? A week ago?
Uh,
Very exciting.
I don't know. ISO makes everything seem longer. So
27th of November. Oh shit. Okay.
yeah, that's
It's been, yeah, it's all.
been a
It'll
while.
be a week tomorrow,
Yeah,
everybody. That's shocking. I thought I'd been listening to this for 2 weeks. It's that good.
yeah, it is very good.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, I think that is a really strong submission by Miley, and I think it's definitely helping her boost her career. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, 100%. This has been a big step for her, and I feel like I can't wait for the next bit.
Yeah, for sure. Um, Also, we'll go through a few reviews just quickly.
Yep.
So I was looking at Metacritic, have given this album 75 out of 100.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Yep. Clash have given it 8 out of 10.
Right, so a little bit higher. Okay.
Yep. And then The Guardian this is typical. The Guardian had given it 3 out of 5.
Oh,
So
so
I always feel like the Guardian lowball a lot of good albums.
because they've obviously reviewed a lot of really good albums, I feel like they have to lowball the good albums. So the really good albums stand out. Does that make sense?
No, I don't even think it's that. I think it's
You reckon
they've
it's just
seen the
them
name
being?
Miley Cyrus and they don't want to give it something too high because they're still on quirking Miley.
Yeah, right, right. I can agree
That's
with you on that
my
one.
opinion, but
Yep.
you know,
What? So
like you
what
can
would you
fabricate it.
if you were the Guardian ranking out of five? What would you give it? Would you give it a four?
Yeah, I don't like ranking out of 5 just
Yeah,
because I think
because
that
it's just such a limiting. Yeah, out of
yeah,
five is hard. So
I
what?
always try and do out of 10.
Yeah,
What
because
did
if
you
you
give
went
it? Have you
if I
ranked it out of 10?
out of five, it'd probably be a three, like the Guardian said. I wouldn't go much higher than that because four and five, you'd have to be amazing. But out of
Yeah,
10, I'm gonna say like I'd say a seven without like the digital version of it. But
yeah,
with the
that's what I
digital
was going to
version, I'm
ask.
gonna say about an eight.
I think I'm literally the same. I think I can lock in a 7.5 combining either because the album by itself is amazing.
Yeah, beautiful
The
album.
digital version does have great content as well. But
You're
I
right.
think, yeah, I think I'd say we should probably just rank on the actual album
Yep. On
because
the
that's
album
what,
alone.
yeah, because that's only what you get on CDs and like vinyl and shit.
Yeah,
So
right. So only a seven because she's had so much competition with other great artists this year.
she
Like
really has,
there's so much good music coming out of Australia at the moment. I'm loving that. Like what
which is
Spacey
really
Jane,
good. Yeah. Oh,
Ryan
Spacey Jane.
Cordial,
Oh,
like
yes,
those
please.
all those artists at the moment are absolutely killing it. And also like you had big artists like Joji just blow
Joji Rex
everybody.
this year,
Oh,
he came
just
out of nowhere and
destroyed it.
he delivered.
Like he was building up slowly, then all of a sudden he like what slow dancing took off on TikTok, and then his next album just blew up completely. It was amazing.
Yeah, for sure. And we had World Star Money Interlude as well took off on TikTok,
Oh
which
yeah, yep,
definitely helped
yep.
because that is a sad boy anthem,
Oh yeah,
as is
yep,
slow dancing. But
yeah, yeah. I love a good bit of slow
yeah,
dancing. You know that.
oh, we do. We went for drinks once and we had a communal playlist. And Harry put on Slow Dancing in the Dunk
Yeah,
at 7 p.m.
7
when the
p.m.
drinks had barely been drunk, and I was like, bro, I'm not crying this early in the night.
Look,
It's not
any
allowed.
time is a good time to cry. So
This, we were having drinks though.
I
Like
know. So
that's some midnight, post midnight shit you can do.
so much easier to cry though. When you get a couple of drinks in you, just let it out. The boys have got your back.
This is true. This is true. But yeah, if we're looking at just the studio album by Miley Cyrus, Plastic Hearts,
Yep.
I think I will give it a 7 also because yeah, there's a few songs I'm not big on. Not that they're bad, except for Prisoner.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a few that what the fuck do I know didn't really need to be on the album. I think we could have.
Mm.
If you look at that, if you get rid of that and Prisoner, you've still got a 10 track album, which
Yeah,
is
which enough.
pretty decent. Yeah.
I'm not gonna say decent. I'm gonna say enough. Like,
Oh yeah, I should have said average. It's average
yeah,
10 track
yeah,
album.
yeah,
But yeah, no, that's not too bad. So we'll give it a 7 out of 10, I think.
yeah. I agree
Write
with
that
that.
shit down. Amazing. And just before we finish up, we'll go through our top 5 tracks because I'm interested. I thought we'd have the same number one, but now I'm
Uh,
very well aware that we
we're
do
gonna
not.
have a very different number one. We already know that. So
Oh yeah, I reckon our other few might be kind of similar though.
yeah,
So
maybe. Oh, we'll find out, won't we? So, do you want to do yours first, then me do mine?
we can do 5 5 4 4 up if you want.
Okay.
It might
All
be
right.
cool. All right, what's your number 5?
My number five is "Hate Me."
Nice.
Yeah. What's yours?
Heart of Glass.
Oh, right. Okay. I thought that would have been higher for you. Not gonna lie. Just be.
Look, I think prior to the album's release, it was definitely like I was like, nothing can top this. This is amazing.
Yeah.
But then I really like tried to reflect on the songs and just thought
Mm,
she put in so much effort and vulnerability. Like
yeah.
they're just better
Yeah.
than her cover. Yeah.
Yeah. You have a good point. It's true.
What's your number 4?
I had bad karma as number four because well,
Nice.
everybody needs a bit of bad karma in their life.
Everyone does. That's
Yeah.
my number 4 as well.
Ah, nice, nice.
Look
That's
at
good.
that. We love some bad karma.
Syncing up, syncing up.
Oh yeah. What's your number 3?
Midnight Sky. I had to put it in.
Oh, good choice. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
really good.
it's just such a bop and a good song always.
Yeah, I think Plastic Hearts and Midnight Skies are honorable mention to me because they're
Hmm.
both great songs. But again, what happens, I think, with the single, particularly because Midnight Sky was released so much earlier than the album,
Yeah,
I've listened to it a heap, so I'm kind of like
and the
looking
hype's
into the
died
new
down
stuff
for it.
now.
Yeah,
I mean, it's still a great song.
yeah,
It's
100%.
good, very good, but I'm looking at the new stuff. So
Yeah, right. What was your number three?
my number three was Never Be Me.
Oh yeah, that is it. Yeah, I'll give you that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was one of my. Yeah, that was in my honorable mentions. That
it's
was.
just so good. I loved
Yeah,
it.
yeah, it's just a good song.
What's your number two?
Heart of Glass was number two. Just
Oh, very good.
purely just because of the film clip, and just every
Yeah,
time I hear that song, that film clip gets played in my head. You know,
just this literally the first second of the song, you're like, oh, oh here we go.
yeah, legit. All I can think of is that mullet, and that's it. You know, that whole song.
Yeah, we love that. My number two is Angel Like You.
Oh yeah, right. So that's the one we didn't really agree on, but
I thought you liked that.
oh, I liked it, but it just wasn't one of my up there. I think that
Oh,
was the
that's fair.
one that I had to listen to it later, wasn't it?
No, that was Nightcrawling.
Right. So Angels Like You.
Angel's like, oh, that's a good time. That's a belter.
It is about her. Yeah, and I said it reminded me of old Miley, so old Miley is always a good old like always good.
Oh, always. All right, on
And
to your number one, you big boy. What do
number
you got?
one is Gimme What I Want.
Hmm. Okay.
Ah, I love that song so much, and yeah, it's on pretty much all my playlists now, and I listen to it on the way to work, on the way back from home from work, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's just my song
I
at the
mean,
moment.
I will start listening to it. We do like a little, like, bit of a bopper. So
Yeah,
it does have
and
good lyrics.
yeah,
Well,
there's some good lyrics in there, and I just feel like it speaks to me. That's all I have to say.
yeah.
What was your number one?
My number one was Nightcrawling because who don't love a bop?
Yeah, yeah, I'll give you that one. That's good.
Yeah. Just because literally I've been blasting it. It's
Yeah,
so good.
you were saying that you love that one, and I can understand why.
But literally my top five are interchangeable depending on the day, I think.
Yeah, yeah. This album depends on your mood.
Which I like, but it's also one that I could play regardless of my mood.
Yeah, and then you'll find your mood by the end of the album, you know, because you'll
Exactly.
skip through the songs that you don't like, and you'll be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, well I think if I made like custom plastic hearts, you
Mm.
could get rid of some songs you didn't want.
Yep,
You could change the order so that you finish on a high. You have your shit ones at the start, the sad ones,
yep,
build up to all the exciting stuff,
yeah. And then by
end
the
on
end of
heart of
it,
glass, and you'll be good
yeah,
to go.
good to go. You've had your cry. You're ready to hype again.
Exactly right.
So you're saying it's like a good like in between you're on your break at work and you've just dealt with like a Karen and you're just like, oh man, and went all the way down. Have a cry, then plastic hearts to finish it off, and then you're ready to go again.
Ready to go back. Yeah, and because it's what, a 38 minute. It's a 38-minute album.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's,
without the bonus tracks.
yeah. So you could get
Nice.
through it, you know,
You
if
could.
you like.
Well, you could definitely get through it on a break.
Yeah,
So
100%.
yeah, awesome. All right. Well, that's Plastic Hearts. Um, give it a listen. It's a really great record. I think she's done an amazing job. Um, the album art, as we mentioned, the mullet, the look, rock, synth pop, glam rock. We love it all. I think yeah, rock is her genre. Her genre. She's found it. The raspy voice is amazing. Thank
I
you,
mean,
Miley.
yeah. Thank you, Miley.
That just needs to be said. Everybody, just thank you, Miley. She's
All
given
at
us the
once.
goods.
Yeah,
So yeah, this is better than I was expecting. I think it's yeah, great record.
I 100% agree with you. I was expecting a lot out of this album, and she definitely delivered. So,
She absolutely delivered. And the only misstep is Prisoner, and that was probably something to do with her label.
oh
So
yeah, yeah, 100%. Oh, just
you know
chuck
what?
Dua
We'll,
Lipa
we'll
on
allow it.
so more people buy it. You know, everyone loves Dua Lipa.
I mean, commercially, it was a clever decision,
Hmm.
specifically because um, Dua Lipa's just come off Future Nostalgia.
Mm. Hmm.
But I think commercially, there'll be a lot of money to be made. It could have just been a single. I don't really
Yeah,
think it needed to be on the album.
yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, that was Plastic Hearts by Miley Cyrus. 7 out of 10. Did we? I think we both agreed on.
I think we both agreed on 7 out of 10.
Yeah, and that's pretty darn good, I think. So, go Miley. Good job.
Yeah, I know Miley. Woo.
Well, thanks for joining me on the Bleachers, Harry. Hope you've had a fun ass time talking about Miley.
Yeah, no, I had a bloody good time just reminiscing about Miley Cyrus the whole time. I can't really complain about that, could
Yeah,
I?
absolutely not. Yeah, well, thanks for joining. Hope everyone's had a great listen. Give the album a go. It's a great time. Obviously, listen to the 3 bonus tracks. They're on Spotify and Apple Music and wherever you listen to tunes. Yeah, thanks for listening to the Music Bleachers. We'll see you next time. Catch up.
Boy.